What's up, guys? This is my thought of people who are getting into motorcycle. What you need to know before you ever buy a motorcycle. First thing you need to know, a motorcycle is not like a car. Yes, I know you know it's not like a car, but I'm not talking in that way. I'm talking maintenance. A bike requires a lot more attention than a car does. Because a car, you put your oil in the car, you put your tires on the car, and everything shows you on the car, oh yeah, everything is fine. I don't need to check anything else. Anything that's wrong with the car, it will show me on the dashboard, so I'm good. That's not just it. I'm going to tell you what else you should look for. If you're buying a bike that's chain driven, you need to know that every, well, whatever the manufacturers say, but most bikes, every 500 kilometers, they require you to lube the chain. So you got to clean the chain, you got to lube the chain, you got to leave it, let it sit there for a while. You can't ride the bike right away. Well, you can, but it recommends that you leave it for the oil to, or the lube, I should say, to sit on the chain. You know, you don't want to ruin the thing. So you got to lube the chain every 500 k's you run that bad boy. Next, you got to check your tire pressure on a regular basis. A lot of people don't check their tire pressure on their motorcycle, and that's dangerous. Like this 2009 Ninja 250R, it says on the rear swing arm there's a sticker there that shows you all the information. Well, it shows you a lot of information about the bike, not all, but a lot of maintenance information. It tells you what pressure your tire should be in the rear, what pressure your tire should be in the front. And the rear is I think the rear is 32 and the front is 28. Don't quote me on that if I'm mistaken, but I'm pretty sure it's 32 in the rear and 28 psi in the front. So you gotta always check your tire pressure, make sure your tire pressure is up to date. You gotta also make sure every 5,000 kilometers you change the oil. I change mine every 3,500 kilometers. I don't wait for 5,000 to change my oil. I wait for every 3,500 kilometers. Sometimes I run it up to 4,000. But yeah, I don't like to run it like that. But that's just some of the things you gotta look for before you get a motorcycle. The amount of tension that motorcycle needs, because obviously, you know, it's running off a motor too, and the chain is a big part to do with it. So you got to make sure whenever you lube in your chain, you check for the link. There's nothing missing. You check for the sprocket. Make sure none of your sprocket is broken off or anything like that. Because if stuff like that broken off, man, that's pretty dangerous. Don't ride your bike like that. If you're out somewhere and you see it break off, I would personally say to you, call a tow truck and get that towed somewhere to change it. And if you live in a country like I do, like I live in Toronto here in Canada, your bike gotta be winterized every year. If you park it in a garage that's freezing cold, you gotta winterize your bike. So your bike needs, I would say, triple the attention your car needs. So just keep that in mind before you get into motorcycling. It's a lot of attention, but it's, believe me, that attention is worth it. It's your safety. You're paying, you're spending that time looking at the bike is for your own safety. So I mean, you can't really put a time on your life, right? Saying you're wasting time or anything like that. So those are some of the stuff you guys should know before you get into motorcycle. It needs a lot of attention, and you have to be motivated to even get into motorcycle, because sometimes you just jump on the bike and say, ah, screw it, I don't need to check that, it's fine, I rode it the last time and nothing happened. So Just always keep that in the back of your mind, guys, before you ever get into motorcycling. Until next time, leave your comments below in the comment sections. Any questions, you can leave them there too. And don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, ride safe. Peace out.